Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Happy Thursday, y'all. We are here with another uplifting, inspiring testimony for you all tonight. So I hope y'all ready, because y'all know I'm ready. Thank y'all to everybody who are coming in, everybody that's joining, everybody that's joining on Facebook, everybody that's joining on YouTube. Hello, everybody. Thank y'all so much. I'm happy every week to come and sit here with y'all to hear the testimony that's coming. Just like y'all, be sitting ready, I'll be sitting ready too. So I'm happy to sit and be ready with y'all tonight. We have another phenomenal testimony lined up. As you all know, on tonight, our guest is Dr. Chelsea DavisBibb, y'all. She is a beautiful young woman. With a great testimony to share. She is a published author, has some wonderful books out. So very accomplished young woman. And we're ready to hear her testimony. We're ready to hear, whatever God has laid upon her heart to share. We know that it's going to be encouraging, inspiring, and uplifting. So yeah, I'm glad y'all here for it. I'm here for it. But while we wait, y'all already know, go ahead and tag somebody. Matter of fact, go ahead and hit the share button. If you're already here with us, go ahead and hit the share button so somebody else can see that Women Who Rise, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. And I say every week, if you know somebody who you feel would benefit from tonight's testimony, y'all go ahead and tag their name, comment them in the comment section so they can come on and hop on and hear the testimony tonight of Dr. Chelsea DavisBibb tonight. I'm going to give maybe like 60 more seconds for some more people to come and join us before we go ahead and get started. Hey, everyone. I see you all coming in. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. I'm so excited to see y'all every single week. Y'all know I love Women Who Rise. I love how y'all come and join every week. So thank y'all for that. God is good. I'm going to go ahead and bring our guest on screen so we can get started and get this testimony, because y'all know I'm excited. I'm excited every week. That ain't going to change. And y'all, there is our lovely guest for tonight. As I stated, the lovely Miss Dr. Chelsea DavisBibb is here with us. Y'all already know. Go ahead and give her a great big hand clap. Let's give her a great big round of applause just to say thank you, Chelsea, for accepting the invitation, for taking out time out of your busy schedule to come and sit with Women Who Rise tonight to share your testimony with us. We're grateful for it. I'm excited to have you. I told you that already. First off, let me ask, how are you doing on this Thursday evening?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. And it's such an honor and a privilege to be here. And I'm happy to be with you and Women Who Rise. And I just hope that my testimony can be a blessing to someone else.
Yes, ma'am. We have no doubt that your testimony it's going to be a blessing. For those that don't know, Dr. Chelsea DavisBibb, you will get to know her tonight. She's just a phenomenal young woman, very inspiring. She's very encouraging. Just taking a look at her work and a lot of what she has done is very encouraging. It's personally encouraging and inspiring to me to just do more, to be more of an asset, to just be a better person overall. So I thank God for your life, for the things that you have done. So I've taken a personal look at a lot of your accomplishments. And I'm like, you got those people in your life. It's like those people that inspire you to do better. They inspire you to accomplish more, to reach a little bit higher. So you're one of those people. And I'm excited to hear whatever testimony God has laid on your heart to give tonight. Once again, to all of our viewers that are with us tonight, thank y'all so much for taking out the time just to come and watch Women Who Rise yet again. Some of you join every week, faithfully, without a doubt. I know. I'm going to see y'all name in the comment section. So I thank y'all for that. I've said so often that, none of you are obligated to come and sit Thursdays at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time to watch Women Who Rise. But for those of you that do, y'all don't know how much that means to me. So thank y'all so much for that. I appreciate the support of each and every one of you. Those I know personally, those of you who I do not know personally. thank y'all. Just thank y'all for watching. Whether I know you or not, thank you for watching. It's not about me anyway. It's about the testimonies that are being shared and the lives that are being reached. So I thank y'all. I love y'all. Again, tonight we have a phenomenal testimony lined up. And if you are new to this channel, we are Women Who Rise. We're here every Thursday, y'all, 8 o'clock p.m. Like I said, Central Standard Time. I have a different woman every week sharing their testimony of how God simply blessed them to rise. And y'all, I say every week that our sole purpose is to simply testify and let somebody else know that what God has done for us, how he blessed us to rise, he can do the exact same thing for you. The Bible declares that he is no respecter of person. The same God that blessed me to rise, that blessed Miss Bibb, Chelsea DavisBibb to rise, he can do the exact same thing for you. And that's what we're gonna let y'all know tonight. So thank y'all to everybody who is joined. As I forestated, our guest for tonight is Dr. Chelsea DavisBibb. Y'all, she is going to tell us how God blessed her to rise. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Chelsea, I always start out with all of my guests every week. The first question of, when you first hear the words women who rise, what are your thoughts on those words alone?
So the first thing that comes to mind is continuous elevation. So just, and the definition, one of the definitions of elevation is the height above a given level. So no matter where you are in life, you can elevate. And it could be elevating, over an obstacle or something that's hindering you from achieving something, or you could elevate to something, maybe that new promotion that you've been wanting for, or that new weight goal that you've been trying to achieve, or whatever it is. But continuous movement. So continuing to elevate to that higher level. And the good thing is that even if you get knocked back down a level, guess what? You can keep elevating. You can go higher and higher and higher. It doesn't stop you from, not reaching a greater height. So you can always elevate. And so that's what I think about when I hear women who rise, is continuous elevation.
Oh, I love that. Y'all, continuous. Oh my God, continuous elevation. I love it. Who says you have to go down or go backwards? Who says you can't keep rising or keep, reaching that next goal or going higher and higher? I love that, y'all. Continuous elevation. I don't think we've heard that yet on Women Who Rise. So I love it. Continuous elevation, y'all. That encouraged me already. Continuous elevation. I love it.
Elevation.
I knew it was good. I knew she had some good stuff for us tonight, y'all. And she's already given us some good stuff. So, y'all, just pause right there and just continuous elevation. I love it. Oh, thank you for that, Chelsea. So let me stop, because that made me happy all by itself. But I'm gonna go to the next question, because y'all know I can get hung up in one area, I can get happy. But I'm gonna move on to the next question. So, Chelsea, when you reflect back and look back over your life, the things that you have been through, I always say on Women Who Rise, it's good to reflect back, not to go back, but just to think back, on what you have accomplished, the things that God has done for you, what he's brought you through. Can you share with us a time in your life where you came to your defining moment? And this can be something positive or something negative that happened, but your defining moment that brought you to where you are right now today. We've all been in those situations to where we were faced with a decision of, am I going to stay like this, or am I going to choose to rise? Am I going to choose to elevate? So can you share with us the time in your life where you came to that, that pivotal moment, that fork in the road? And can you tell us exactly how did you choose to rise?
Yeah, most definitely. So for me, that defining moment was obtaining my doctoral degree, and not necessarily graduating and receiving the degree, although it was a great achievement, but more so the process and the journey it took to get to that point. So during that process, I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 2 kids. I had my daughter right in the middle of the program. I was working full time, which I still am. And that was challenging. It was hard. So I really had to have patience with myself, patience with the process. I literally had to sit back and just trust the process and embrace the journey through it all. I'm sure you've heard many people say, you see my glory, but you don't know my story.
Yeah.
As cliche as that may sound, it's really true. People see the end result, the end product, but they don't see you crying at night because you're so tired. They don't see you staying up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, working on papers and revisions, knowing you got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
Mhm.
So the process, I would say, was truly and has been a defining moment for who I am today.
Mhm.
Um, the strength that I've acquired from that process, um, just I've grown so much since then. It's just been amazing. And God is amazing and everything that He has done. And you don't even realize it. And looking back, it's just like, man, how did I do that? And
Yeah.
it's just He gives you the strength that you need, even when you don't realize that you need it or that you
Right.
you have it because He
Right.
gave it to you.
Right.
So that I would say that has been a defining moment for me.
Right. I love how you said that God gave you the strength that you need, even when you didn't know that you needed it. The
Hmm.
things that we go through in life, it's like, okay, I'm good. I got it. Once you get in it, it's like, okay, God, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need your strength. If I'm going to get through this, if I'm
Yeah,
going to accomplish this goal, if I'm going to, reach that higher height, or if I'm going to, go to that next level or be elevated, we're going to need the help of the Lord. We're going to need his strength, whether we, are aware of it or not. You will need the strength of the Lord to help you to get through. I love it. Chelsea, I want to ask you this. While you were going through, I know you said it's about you were getting your doctorate, your doctoral degree. Was there, and I know there were several trying times and things that came up. Was there anybody in your life that you could lean on or look to, to help you get through? Because we've said so often on Women Who Rise that we all need people. We need somebody in our lives, that's in our corner that will push us even when we feel like giving up. Because, we don't always
yeah,
feel like achieving our goals, Sometimes
right.
the process can be hard. And
Can
it's
be.
like sometimes we really do feel like giving up, but I thank God for, there are always those people there. Like, girl, you better not give up. You do that homework, you better submit that assignment, you better get up and go to work, get up
Yeah.
and go to class, hey, suck it up and keep going. So did you have anybody in your life that, took that role in encouraging you just to keep going?
Yes. I definitely had a village, and that village has been very supportive from day one, starting with my parents.
Mhm.
Uh, and that support started, as a young child growing up, seeing them work hard, get their education. And in their house, their education wasn't negotiable. You were going to school. Like, if you stay in here, going to school. And seeing them work 2, 3 jobs and put themselves through school. Both of my parents, they both have their doctoral degrees, and so they knew the process. They knew what it takes to, what's needed to get through it, get that degree, to get that, reach that goal that you're trying to achieve. So they definitely were in my corner every single way, helping me through it all, encouraging me, watching my kids, just being that cheerleader. My husband, he has been a great support system as well. He's seen me jump in the bed at night at like 2 o'clock, working on papers. And just whenever I got down, he just was there to remind me, hey, you can do this. Like,
Right.
you really can do this. Like, even though you're doubting yourself right now, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And so I'm very grateful and appreciative for him. Several friends that I have that were in my corner and still in my corner to this day. People at my church, being my constant cheerleader, just saying, hey, keep going, like, keep going. And there was one person who reminded me that doing something like this is bigger than you, because your impact is going to be greater
Mhm.
than just you. And so having that in the back of my mind too was motivation to keep going, to just keep waking up and just continuously moving forward, continually elevating.
Mm. I like how you said you had people in your corner that reminded you that your impact will be greater than you. And I love that. I had to write that down. I wanted to point that out because a lot of times all we see is, or all the devil would want us to see is just us.
Yeah.
How is this going to affect me? How is me doing this going to make me look? How is this going to affect my future? But a lot of times, a lot of things that we go through, or a lot of things that God will place us in, it goes beyond just us. It's not just for our benefit, but it's for the benefit of the world. Just like Women Who Rise, us giving our testimony. Of course, it's what we've been through. It's helped us. It's our testimony. But at the same time, I'm a firm believer that God not only gives us a testimony for us, but our testimonies are for us to share with somebody else. So somebody else could benefit from our testimony. So I love how, your friend told you that your impact will be greater. It'll be greater than you, and I love it when we hear these testimonies. And, when I look through the comments or I check the inbox, people are saying, I needed that testimony. That testimony helped me. I'm going through that right now. And I feel like I can make it, because of her testimony. So y'all, your impact will be greater than you. It's going to help somebody else. So I love it. And, we're helpers one to another anyway. So,
right.
Like if your testimony can't help somebody else, then is it really a testimony? That's just my little input on it. So I want to ask you this, Chelsea, while you were getting your doctoral degree, and I love the fact that you're sharing this testimony because, and I said this to you earlier, that, on Women Who Rise, I want women to see that, you can be successful. Yeah. You can be accomplished. A lot of times we feel like, the testimonies that we share, it has to be just, one-sided. Only one thing. We have testimonies of people that have been sick, people that have gone through divorce, people that have had relationship, issues, whatever it is, people that have lost loved ones, people that have lost children, people that have lost spouses. So I'm glad that you're sharing the testimony of how God, bless you to accomplish your goals and your dreams, your education. Because I want, and just like I have women on Women Who Rise of all ages, I want people to see women who are accomplished as well. Yeah. And I'm glad because that's why we did the panel of, successful business women. I want women to see that God can literally bless you to rise in every area of your life, whether it's your education, getting your degree, going back to school and getting another degree. If it's God's will, guess what? He's going to bless you to rise and you're going to accomplish that goal. So thank you for sharing that particular testimony with us tonight. And
if I can add, I want to say too, and it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter your political affiliation, your socioeconomic status. Like none of that matters. What God has for you is for you, and your journey is your journey.
Right. Yes. Thank you for adding that. It does not matter. Let me elaborate on that. I'm so glad you pointed that out because we can feel like so many times that because of the family we come from, somebody may think, oh, well, my mom didn't graduate high school or my dad didn't go to college. So I'm bound to, do the same thing. How can I graduate? How can I get a higher education when nobody in my family did it? That does not matter at all. And because, when you look at it, okay, when it comes down to it, it's your mindset. You may not have the same mindset of your mom. Her set of circumstances may be totally different. The circumstances that your father faced when he was young may be totally different than your circumstances. What are you going to do with what God has given you right now? And God can bless you to rise. We don't have to fall into that generational curse thing. God is a curse breaker. He can break generational curses. You can set the standard. You can be the first one in your family to go to college. You can be the first one to graduate. You can be the first one to get your degree. So thank you for pointing that out, Chelsea. I appreciate that. I want to ask you, I had another question in my head to ask you. Yes. So while you were going through, the process of getting your degree and, you're a mom, you're a wife, I want to ask you in regards to that, what would you say to the mom and the wife tonight who is trying to pursue their education or higher education, but they have that responsibility of being a mom and a wife. And those are responsibilities all by itself.
Yes.
Without having the education or the homework to go along with it. So how did you, two-part question, how did you balance it? You know, how were you so successful balancing it out? So can you kind of encourage or give advice to the mom and to the wife tonight when it comes to that?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely have to be intentional about your time,
Mm.
and use it wisely. Like whenever I could, do an assignment or something, I could be at the doctor's office waiting in the lobby, to be seen at my laptop, like, working. Or, if I was in a meeting and we had a break or something, I had my laptop out. I did a lot of my stuff too, after my kids went to sleep. So that, I could have that family time with them during dinner and things like that. And then, I would work late at night, just so that I wouldn't miss that quality time with them. So I would definitely say just being intentional about your time. Time management is a big part of it. And then again, relying on that support system. If you don't have one, you need to get one, because I would be lying if I sat here and told you that I did this alone. No, I did not do this alone at all. So I definitely had to rely on that support system. And then also, not suffering in silence.
I like that.
So if there was something I needed to speak up, and find a way to get the help that I needed, whether it was, counseling, or, someone to watch my kids, or just a venting session, whatever it was, whatever I needed, just speak up. Sometimes I think we feel like we have to carry all of this by ourselves, and we don't have to. So just don't be ashamed, don't be afraid. Just voice what you need, so that you can be successful at the end of the day, and reach those goals. So don't suffer in silence. Speak up.
Oh, I love that. That's a whole testimony by itself. We've heard that so many times on Women Who Rise, of just speaking up and getting the help that you needed. There is no shame in saying I need help. There is no shame in saying, hey, this hurt. I'm suffering. Can you help me? And we've said it several times. We all need a support system. We mentioned it earlier. We all need people in our lives who are going to be there to say, hey, girl, I got you, And
Yeah.
we've even said it before, when the help comes, don't reject the help that God sends your way to help you. A lot of times the enemy will cause pride to set in, and we feel like we're too, we just have to have it together. We have to not need anybody's help. We want to be so strong and bulletproof, but no,
Yeah.
you need help, y'all. Get the help that you need. I mean, get the
Yeah.
help that you need in order to rise, and you'll be better off for it. You'll look back and you'll thank God that you put your pride aside and you got the help that you need. I love it. Yes, I love it so much. Okay, Chelsea, I love it. It's just God is so good. Like he'll send the help that we need. You don't have to go through anything alone. A lot of times, even if you're alone, you're really not alone, because you always have God there. But he sends physical people. He places people in our lives to be a help to us. Like you said, whether it's to babysit, while you do your homework, or whatever it is that you need. If you're trying to fulfill a purpose that God has placed in your hands, if you're trying to reach a goal, if you ask God to help you, God will help you. He'll place people in your lives that will not mind, people that'll take joy in helping you. So y'all, don't reject the help when God sends you the help. I love it. I want to ask you this last question, Chelsea. What would be your final bit of advice tonight to not just the mother or the wife who's trying to pursue, obtain a degree or pursue their education, just any individual, both male and female? What would be your advice to that person tonight who may be in the middle of the process? They're doing everything that they can to accomplish that goal without giving up, because it gets hard. If we be honest, it gets, it's challenging and it gets hard. So what would be your advice to that person who may be in that exact same situation tonight?
Do what you need to do to keep moving forward. you know your goal, find the resources you need, set a plan to reach that goal. Everybody's different. So everybody's needs are different, but I think you have to be self-aware of who you are and self-aware of what you need in order to rise above, to get to that next level. And also know that it's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be. And you're going to be a better person when you come out of it. And know that faith goes a long way. You only need a mustard seed.
That's it.
And so with that, anything is possible. And so just keep pushing, keep moving forward. Know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There's always light at the end of that tunnel, even when you can't see it. And just be willing to put in the work. We've heard the saying, faith without works is dead. So God is willing to work with you. Just meet him halfway.
Come on. Y'all, meet God. He stands ready, willing, and able to meet you at the point of your need. But like she said, hey, faith without works is dead. You have to participate in your own deliverance. You got to do something. If you take one step, God will take two. So I love it, y'all. I love it. Chelsea, thank you so much for sharing. And we knew it would be inspirational. We knew it would be encouraging tonight. So thank you for sharing your testimony with us tonight. Y'all, before I have y'all to give her a hand clap tonight, I want to reiterate that Dr. Chelsea DavisBibb, she is a very accomplished woman. She is a published author. And I want to name off two of her books that she has published, just in case y'all want to go and, take a read, because they are great books. One of them is called The Overflow, and she wrote that book in 2017. And I actually have that book. And another one is called When I Grow Up. Now, that is her children's book, When I Grow Up. And when I tell y'all that is the most adorable children's book, if you have small children, y'all purchase this book. Your child will be encouraged reading that book. It will inspire your child to, have, goals and dreams in their head. And the book just simply lets your child know that when you grow up, you can be exactly what you want to be when you grow up. So she wrote that book in 2021. Both of these books can be purchased off of Amazon. Very, very reasonably priced. So y'all, make sure y'all go check out these books by Dr. Chelsea DavisBibb. That's The Overflow. And the second book is When I Grow Up. You will not be disappointed. Yes. So if you have enjoyed the testimony of Dr. Chelsea DavisBibb tonight, y'all already know what I'm saying. Go ahead and put your hands together for her. Let's give her a great big round of applause just to say thank you, Chelsea, for, like I said earlier, taking out the time. We know you have a busy schedule. So thank you for finding time in your schedule just to come and be on Women Who Rise, just to share your testimony, your inspiring testimony tonight of how we can accomplish our goals. We can be whatever it is that we want to be. We can have that continuous elevation. My favorite part, y'all. We can have that continuous elevation. Continuous. If y'all don't remember nothing else tonight from Chelsea's testimony, remember that God can bless you to have continuous elevation. And we say so often in church that there are higher heights and deeper depths in God. That is so true.
Yeah.
Higher heights and deeper depths, continuous elevation. I love it. God is good. I'm gonna calm down because I got stuck there earlier, but continuous elevation, y'all. Again, Chelsea, thank you so much for sharing your testimony with us, for just agreeing to be on Women Who Rise tonight. I appreciate you. I told you that before. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. I thank God for, just your example of how as women we can rise, we can accomplish our dreams and our goals, and we can go as high as we want to, So I thank God for it. I want to say to all of the viewers, thank you all who have taken out the time to sit and watch Women Who Rise tonight. I love you all. I appreciate you all. If you have not done so, y'all, I'm going to say it. Go ahead and hit the share button. I say so often that these testimonies, they're too good not to share with somebody. Somebody needs to see that they can reach their goals, regardless if you're a wife, regardless if you are a mother, regardless of what you have going on. God can bless you to reach your goals. So go ahead and share this with somebody so somebody can see, a prime example of rising and reaching your goals, regardless of what the degree is, y'all. You can have it. God can do it and you can rise. So y'all go ahead and hit the share button tonight so somebody else can be blessed by the testimony of Dr. Chelsea Davis-Bibb tonight. We're out of time right now, y'all, but y'all know I don't like being out of time, but y'all know I want y'all to come back on next week. That's why I like to keep y'all so long, but y'all know I get a little carried away, so y'all, I'm sorry. But I'm going to let y'all go because I want y'all to come back next week. We'll be here, same time, same place, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all know I'll have a different woman next week. I'll let y'all know on Monday who our special guest for next week is going to be. But for now, I am going to let y'all go. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for, for joining. Thank y'all to everybody who's going to share. I appreciate y'all support so much. Again, to Dr. Chelsea Davis-Bibb, thank you so much for sharing your testimony tonight. I have enjoyed you. And
thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You
and
are
thank you for the work that you're doing. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for being encouragement to me because y'all, I need it. I really do. So I thank God for it. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. We're going to say goodnight for tonight. Y'all have a wonderful week. And y'all remember, continuous elevation.
Elevation.
Take that throughout your weekend. When the devil come in and try to tell you can't accomplish your goals, or where you are is where you're always going to be and there's nothing else for you. Say, devil, you a lie. Just tell them 2 words: continuous elevation.
Amen.
Amen. Y'all have a good night for tonight. Have a wonderful weekend. I love y'all. We'll see y'all on next week. Continuous elevation. Good night.